Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Close Look. Kevin Atwell here with you. I'm at the Wired Monk in Fleetwood where I'm getting a chance to talk to a very young and talented individual who goes by the name of Sierra Way. So let's introduce her to the show. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm fabulous, actually. I'm really excited for today.
Wonderful, that's super good to hear. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do and what school you go to.
Well, my name is Sierra Way, as you've already said. I'm a 16-year-old high school student who, I love the arts and as well as sciences. I love my family. I get my name on the A honor roll every year, but besides all of that, I still find the time to give back to the community in the form of volunteer work.
Wonderful. What are some of the things that you participate in the community?
I'm part of a couple charities actually, one of which actually recycles old eyeglasses and goes to third world countries and actually performs eye operations and eye checkups and recycles the glasses in order to give them to the villagers who can't afford them so that they can actually provide for their families.
That is fantastic. How do you find the time to balance school with volunteer and homework and still maintain on the honor roll?
Well, for balance, I think I have to put that one on my parents because they were the ones who taught me the importance of good grades, but they also taught me the importance of giving back to the community because, there's no way to be more thankful for what you have than to give back.
Wow, wonderful. And so you mentioned that you're super excited about today. Did you want to tell us a little bit about what's happening later on today?
All right, so tonight is my very own concert, and I'm super excited for that. Basically, I'm gonna be performing some of my own songs, which is really nerve-wracking, but I'm gonna be doing that, and I'll have my keyboard there, and my guitar there, and my mic there. So I'll just go for it.
Okay, wow, that's wonderful. I'm super excited to check that out. When did you first get involved in music? How did you know this is something that was, an interest, passion, hobby of yours?
Well, music has always been a really deep passion of mine. I started playing piano at the age of 4. I had my first recital at the age of 5. I actually now teach piano, which I'm proud of. But I guess just all the years of music just kind of helped me to tell me that I can do music. I love music. I can understand it. It's like a whole different language, but I understand it. So I managed to teach myself actually how to play some Spanish guitar songs, which are difficult. But, I taught myself those, and then I started singing a couple years ago, I think, and I love it.
Fantastic. What sorts of things what kind of songs do you sing? Where does your inspiration come from? I guess I want to start off by first asking, do you write your own lyrics?
Yes, I do. I'm performing some of them actually today, which is really nerve-wracking because it's like putting part of yourself on stage and going, here it is, I hope you like it.
But more nerve-wracking than that, but I mean, if you're passionate about it, I'm sure it's just going to flow out of you.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I write my own compositions even just for piano, and I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks just full of lyrics and little melodies that I've composed, and it's, yeah.
What are some of your strengths and what are some of your weaknesses?
Well, my strengths, I'm very motivated and determined, a little too determined at times. That'd probably be a weakness, but my strengths just, that's a really good question. It's kind of, I find strength in my music, in my family, in my accomplishments, in just everything.
And has your family always been supportive in your endeavors when it comes to music and concerts and stuff and whatnot?
Yes. My parents and my sister are like my biggest supporters. And like even when I just write a song, I'll practice it a couple times and be like, well, it sounds good to me, but I'm the writer, so everything sounds good. So they'll be the first ones to hear my songs, and I'll just be like, hey mom, can you come here for a second? And she'll just sit there and I'll just play it for her, and she'll be the one who tell me that's really good. But it's just,
Family is super important. So where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what do you plan on doing after graduation, which I think is in about a year and a half now?
Yes. Well, after high school, I would really love to just give back to my community by just making good of my talents, because I want to pursue my music. I want to, because it's part of me. It's just part of me. But as for like post-secondary and stuff, I also want to go to university just to do engineering, because I like that, just tinkering with things. And I was in engineering class for one semester, and I made a bridge out of spaghetti that was the strongest in the class. And it held up a lot of weight. I was very proud of that. But I want to try and pursue that as well. So it's an interest, but it's also a fallback. So I could pursue my music, and I looked into medical, and it's not something I see myself doing. Like, I like helping people, but
I guess you can help people with your words and your music, because it touches millions of people. It's one of the greatest ways of communication, I think.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
And so what are some of your long-term goals? Maybe not 5 years from now, perhaps further down the road. Have you even thought about that?
A little bit. I want my music to reach the masses, because you look at music nowadays and there's not really any meaning behind it. It's just words thrown onto paper with some backbeat, and there's practically no instruments. There's maybe a drum beat and one melody that's repeated the whole time, where I think music should come from the heart. I think it should mean something and inspire people.
Yeah, maybe people should write their own music rather than getting it from their manager or something like that.
Exactly.
Wonderful. And so I know that there's a lot of aspiring musicians, artists, singers, guitarists, piano players out there that want to pursue their passion wholeheartedly. What are some positive messages and words of advice that you can provide to them to let them know that they can one day be where you are today, hosting and participating in your own concert here?
I think my biggest message would be just to put all you have into your music, because really music reflects who you are. So if you put part of yourself, even when you're just performing, if you leave your heart and soul on stage, people notice that. What comes from here reaches there. But I think it's best captured by actually the lyrics of one of my songs called Starship Rocket. It's not about NASA, but it says, "Don't tell me that the sky's the limit when there's people on the moon," which basically means that there are people that have reached that level of just being up there, and people tell you, yeah, you could go for it, but they don't really tell you to go all the way. They'll tell you, yeah, you can do this much. And even if they say, yeah, just try to go all the way, those are your biggest supporters. Those are the people you want to cherish. When you start writing music and, maybe you don't think it's that good, but it can actually reach out and touch someone. It can. It really can, if you believe in it. So basically, don't put limits on yourself, because you think, yeah, I can go for that, but I don't think I'll be able to reach all the way up there. Maybe I'll settle for in between. Don't settle. Settling just means you settle. You could have gone all the way, but you settled for half. And, if you just pour your heart into everything about your music, it'll reflect and show. And that's what people live for. That's what I thrive off of. Yeah.
Wow, phenomenal words of advice. I'm definitely going to walk away from this interview more motivated. Wonderful words from Sierra. Just don't settle. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. I'm really looking forward to seeing you perform at the concert later on today.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you should be. I'm excited for you. Okay, guys. Kevin Atwell signing off for Close Look.
Here is our talent of the week.
So you said you're sorry, if I'm dying, 'cause I don't wanna know if I can see the sun. Maybe I should go away because I'm dreaming of rainbows on the moon, where everyone you know never leaves too soon. Do you believe in the day that you were born? Tell me, do you believe? Do you know that every day's the first of the rest of your life? Don't tell me if I'm dying, 'cause I don't wanna know if I can see the sun. Maybe I should go. Don't wake because I'm dreaming of angels on the moon, where everyone you know never leaves too soon. This is to last in the shadows and to know our brothers love. This is to New York City angels on the rivers of our love. This is to all of us, to all of us. So don't tell me if I'm dying, 'cause I don't wanna know if I can see the sun. Maybe I should go. Don't wait because I'm dreaming of angels on the moon, where everyone you know never leaves too soon. Yeah, you can tell me all your thoughts about the stars that fill through the skies. You show me where you run to when no one's left to take your side. Don't tell me where the road ends, 'cause I just don't wanna know. No, I don't wanna know. Don't tell me if I'm dying. Don't tell me if I'm dying. Don't tell me if I'm dying. I'd like to thank the Wild Monks for having me. Thank you so much, you guys. There we go. All right. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much.